Okay, hello. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how this is gonna flow, but hello. If you want to take a deep breath, now would be a good time to do that. One, two, three, in through the nose, and then let it go. Okay, so one thing I was thinking about before I started recording this was about consistency, specifically because I was thinking that I was gonna try to be consistent with this. And one thing that I thought while having that thought was that like consistency doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it every day at the same time. What it means is that you just continue to work on it. And so like it's hard to explain the way that it's going on in my head, but it's like if you can continuously check back into the present moment and you can be doing the thing, then that's consistency. Whether it's writing, whether it's practicing something, like whatever it is, like you know. But I'm gonna pull some cards. I'm gonna see what comes through. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have, I'm gonna cough, and we have the Nine of Wands. So there could be somebody in your energy who's a little bit on the defense. Also, hope you had water today. Liquid water. There could be somebody in your energy who's a little bit on the defense for whatever reason. Alternatively, you could be guided to protect yourself from this Page of Pentacles energy, whoever this is. Um, there's something relevant about dreams. Before I recorded this, I woke up from sleeping, and there was a dream that I had. I didn't really put too much thought into it, but it was an interesting dream. As I keep recalling it, I met a couple interesting people. We exchanged numbers or whatever. And it was a dream. I don't know. Um, yeah, we have scribe or writer. So you could be a writer. This Page of Pentacles could be a writer. I don't know who this Page of Pentacles is. This could be you. This could be somebody else. Um, the Page of Pentacles is generally somebody who's kind of inexperienced. The pages are inexperienced. The Pentacles, it's about money. It's about material items, physical things. Oh, okay. So we have, I think that was the grief card. And we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah. So this is the grief card. Technically, it came out in reverse. I don't do reversals with oracle cards, but I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So it could be that somebody isn't really, either somebody isn't appreciating something or they are appreciating something in hindsight after it's gone. This could be like a physical item. This could be like a person. Somebody could be missing a person. They're like, frick, I really should have handled that better. I also do get an element of fear coming up. Um, yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's holding back out of fear. Somebody's Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Somebody's holding back out of fear. For whoever I'm talking to, I do get the sense that there's an undervalue. Oh my god, that's not how you say that. Undervaluation. I don't. That's not a word. There's an undervaluing of yourself, either because of somebody else or just because you're undervaluing yourself. Usually that comes from somewhere else. We have the Star card coming out over the Scribe or Writer card. So that could be something you could be having faith about your writing efforts. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out. Or just having faith about some sort of career, some sort of hobby, some sort of thing that you do. We have the Strength card and the King of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Sorry, there's an ad. This King of Swords could be you. This could be somebody else. King of Swords energy. The King of Swords is generally somebody who is sorry, 1 second. The King of Swords is generally somebody who's relatively good with their words. They're good at communication. In the opposite, in the reverse position, it's somebody who's kind of manipulative with their words. Um, take it how it resonates, obviously. Then the Strength card kind of reminds me of the Perseverance energy again, like just being able to get back up. Um, we had the Temperance card that just fell out on the floor in reverse, technically. So somebody could be impatient at this time. We have the Hierophant here. The guidance being to slow down, smell the roses. Every time I talk about roses, I think about how, for me, I don't think roses smell that great. I don't think they smell bad, but I think they have a neutral scent. I don't understand. Um, there's other flowers that smell a lot better. I'm gonna pick this up. Once again, this is the Temperance card in reverse. I don't use reversals, so if something comes out in reverse, then you know. And then we have the Hierophant once again at the top of the deck. I say once again, but I don't think I mentioned it. Um, the Hierophant is generally about somebody who is a person of authority, someone who is of spiritual authority, someone that you go to for guidance. This message came through a few readings ago. Like if you're going to like a medicine person or like somebody who is like deemed to be like a spiritual authority, just be mindful. Like even if they are a spiritual authority, it doesn't mean that everything they say is specifically for you or helpful for you. I try to be as helpful as I can, but I recognize that some of the things that I say just like it just doesn't resonate with some people, and that's okay. Um, so that's a message. Like you can't be for everybody. Like we all have the ability to get along. I think we all have the ability to flow in harmony, but not everyone is on the same level. I was listening to a mutual of mine on TikTok the other day, and she was talking about Jesus and a whole lot of different things. Um, and I could see where she was coming from, but like she was trying to say it to me as if like it was pertinent information to me, and it just reminded me that like just because someone is how do I say this is helpful in other areas doesn't mean they're helpful in all areas. You know what I mean? Like just because somebody's good in like finances doesn't mean they're good in like what the soul needs, or like vice versa. Just because somebody's good in spirit stuff doesn't mean that they know what they're talking about when it comes to money or when it comes to relationships, or like just be mindful of who you're going to for advice and wisdom. You know, but yeah, that's a message coming through for someone. Take it or leave it. Alternatively, you could be this hierophant, you could be in this hierophant energy, you could be giving advice to others, and that is once again something to be mindful of. Like sometimes I have to catch myself when I'm doing readings on live. I'm like, I could literally like damage this person. Like I have to tell people, like, please use discernment. Please don't believe every message that comes out of my mouth. Like, yes, I'm trying to be helpful, but like, you know what I mean? Like, all the spirits aren't helpful. Is what I'll say. All the spirits aren't trying to be helpful, but anyways, moving forward, what is this Seven of Wands here? Because the Seven of Wands actually came out twice, I guess. We have the Empress. Ooh, the Four of Swords. This could be somebody who's in a little bit of a pause moment, a little bit of a. It's funny because when I do these and then I do readings for other people, it often very much so aligns, and I don't ever think to tell people, go watch my video on YouTube. But it's funny because these do usually align. Like I'll probably do a reading later on today or something that like aligns with this. But yeah, there's a lot of fertility. There's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of abundance. I feel with this Empress energy, but especially with the Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles coming out. Definitely, if one were to, for the lack of better words, like hold back, like I don't like be conservative is another way we could say that, but it's like, yeah, I guess we could say that now to sound better. Like be conservative um, with your energy. One thing that I like advised a hot while ago, like a couple months ago or whatever, and like I tried to do for myself, but I haven't been able to, is the idea of like being intentional with like new relationships, new friendships. Um, because I'm a Gemini. I don't identify as a Gemini. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, but I am a Gemini, and so I do feel like I naturally know, like I have like the ability to socialize and like be that person. Um, so I'm not always consciously aware of like that. I'm just like saying hello or just being friendly. And like I was taking a walk the other day and I was like waving at people and I was just like I kept doing it, but I just had the thought of like, am I overextending myself? Like I'm not like getting into conversation with these people, but it's like because when you're in that energy, you do want to be careful of like because this is also something I've said in a reading recently. Like you want to be careful of like who you're giving energy to, how much you're giving energy towards things, what you're giving energy towards, etc., etc. Once again, not in a paranoia sort of way, but just in a like cautious sort of way. Yeah, the energy of the hermit is what I mean. Um, hold on. Oop. There was an advertisement. I wanted to let the advertisement pass. Are there any closing messages that I could offer? Any closing advice? Going back to the basics, going back to the roots with Native American coming out. You could also be of Native American culture, heritage, lineage, but I see that more as a part of like going back to the roots. Yeah, we have patience and denial. Um, I don't know what the denial energy is about. I am kind of getting a story about someone like I don't know, like give it time. Somebody is going to stop denying. I guess is the message. Um, yeah, give it time. I don't know the details about that, but somebody's denying something. Somebody's denying that they miss you, or somebody's denying that you had a positive impact in their life, or something like that. But I'm like, with the patience card, it's like give it time, and I'm pretty sure this person's true colors will come to surface. We have the peace card. We have indecision. There could be some sort of decision that you're having to make, and you're not really sure about it. Um, but the peace card is a reminder, with also the patience card, a reminder to take it easy, take it slow. Um, yeah, sure, the outside world might rush you, but at the end of the day, time is really just a construct, and like divine timing is a beautiful thing. So yeah, hope this has been helpful. Hope this has been useful. I haven't been putting the link tree down below. If I do put a link tree down below, you should go check that out. If not, whatever. But have a nice one. Bye. If I can.